Yo, yo, yo. Hey, yo. Mm, Estoy aquí. Estoy aquí. Vente aquí conmigo. Las comidas están listas. It is what it is. No tea, no shade. Kujanamini. Kujanamini means to come with me. Kula jakula means I'm talking about food. Go get something to eat together. Miji bariri means give me a cold glass of water. And we got a lot of YouTube creators on this app like to give cold glasses of water to. Uh-huh. You try to talk about me, tries to say all kinds of shit about me. I don't give a goddamn. They get 2 scoops of fuck you. 2 scoops of fuck you. And go suck a bag of dicks to my haters, my open rivals on YouTube. hmm It is what it is. I'm doing this live video right now. 914 Westchester County, New York. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. Doing another video real quick, real quick. Not going to be up here that long. The link is dropped. Anybody can hit the link. I don't give a goddamn. It is what it is. I was on brown skin lady page not too long ago, and she was talking about Skinny and his prison experience. And I remember my prison experience. I remember my inmate number. My inmate number is 221644. That number is 28 years old. I've been out of prison since 2001. This is 2023. So I've been here for quite a while. Been here for quite a while. I'm not going to be up here that long doing this video. And it is what it is. Shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my supporters. Shout out to you. It is what it is. We got one ghost watcher. Thank you for coming in and visiting with this page. But it is what it is. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I got prepared to go to work tomorrow. My clothes is washed. My clothes are prepared to go. I'm going to another construction site. I'm a construction worker. I dig ditches. I clean the work site. I get rid of the debris. I get rid of the trash. And on YouTube, that's what I'm going to start doing too. Because I don't like people to attack my YouTube creators. I don't like that. You can attack me all you want. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never motherfucking hurt me. Fuck the haters. It is what it is. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. Do another video real quick. Not gonna be up here that long. And like I said, I was on Brown Skin Lady page not too long ago where she was talking about Skinny. Skinny, you should never turn on your supporters. You should never turn on your crew. You should never turn on Brown Skin Lady. You decided to do that. You did that, sir. Nobody else did that for you. You did it yourself. You made the decision to do that. And it was wrong. And you know it was wrong. You know what you did was fucking wrong. Only thing you gotta do is admit you're wrong, and maybe people will leave you the fuck alone. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we sent a death coach over there earlier trying to get Ronald Jones to cash app her. Ronald Jones, let me tell you something right now. Don't come over here with no bullshit. If you like Rainy hot topics, like Talk with Rainy, vibes with Rainy, you need to say that. if you want to cash up her, so she will allow you back on her page, allow you in her chat, allow you to hit the panel. Don't do that. Fuck her. You got your own page, go on your own platform, talk your own shit. You got your own voice, and you've been out here longer than I've been. I think you was down with Soda Nation. We both was down with Soda Nation for years. We know how this shit runs. We know how this shit goes. Tommy taught us. Tommy taught us the best of the best, and we saw him go down. We tried to support him. We tried to talk up for him, and we seen what he did. He get into the bed with his enemies, his open rivals on YouTube. You know what I'm saying is right. You know what I'm saying is right. When Tommy got kicked off of YouTube, we was left in the fucking wind. Then when I started revisiting old things from the past, Tommy got all his talking points from that woman that's with the Nation of Islam. She wrote the book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Sister Ali, shout out to her. Shout out to Sister Ali for even writing the fucking book. At least she had enough courage, enough heart to write it. And a lot of these men, they get their game from us. Yes. I grew up in New York. I was born in New York. I grew up in New York. I went to public school there. And when I was getting older, my adopted mother, she was too busy working, paying bills. She was too busy to do anything. When they allowed different children into the home, she ended up adopting all those children, her and my adopted father. They were not the best parents in the world, but I'm still living. I'm still living. When I went to prison, all of them visit with me. I remember my parents coming to visit me, my sisters coming to visit with me, and I remember they brought my niece Sierra. Shout out to her. Rest in peace, my baby. Sierra been dead since 2011. She died at 15 years old. That was a long time ago. Sierra, if she would have lived, I believe Sierra would have accomplished everything she wanted to. She couldn't accomplish it through the church. She had to go on her own. One thing she did have, she had me. She had my other two sisters, my adoptive sisters, Janelle and Tiffany. Shout out to them. Tiffany is a Virgo. And I found out when I went back to New York that Tiffany is actually a distant relative of mine. She's a cousin. See, I grew up in a home with people that were related to me and I did not know. I knew about my brother. I knew about my brother because me and him had the same mother, same father, same grandparents, same great grandparents, same history. New Yorker, 5 generations. It's me, my father, my grandmother, my grandmother's mother, and her mother before her. Great Grandma Barbosa is a Mohawk Indian. She's a Native American. She married my great grandfather. He came from the Cape Verdean Islands. Cape Verde Islands is 10 little islands in Northwest Africa. Shout out to Cape Verde. Shout out to Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out to Rhode Island. Shout out to anywhere where the Cape Verde Americans live. We are Cape Verdean Americans. People try to put us in a boat with other FBA people. That's not right. No. My biological mother is from this country. She's from this country. And she grew up in a time period in the South where Jim Crow was allowed. Jim Crow laws ruled the land at that time. And she told me about the little Sambo books they tried to make my mother read. My mother did not want to read those books. When my mother got old enough, my mother went to New York. My mother left from South Carolina and went to fucking New York. She stayed in New York for 35 years. She does that Namyo Rinkeikyo stuff. I don't do Namyo Rinkeikyo. That's not my religion. I don't disrespect people's religion, but I'm very aware. And when I was living in New York, I ran across other people that practice belief systems that is not in coincide with Christianity or Islam. I ran into Santerias. I ran into voodoo practitioners. I ran into hoodoo practitioners. Shout out to them. And I remember every Thursday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, they would play the Santeria drums. I remember that. I remember. I'm talking about my memory. I'm talking about my experience. I'm not talking about nobody else on this app. Queen Regina, we see her over there doing her thing. I'm still angry with Queen Regina. After all this time, because Queen Regina don't want to say she did something wrong. She don't want to apologize to brown skin lady. She don't want to apologize to nobody. She got her own few picks where she apologized to. Queen Regina, you gotta apologize to everybody you did something wrong to. It is what it is. We see Sister T over there doing her fucking videos, trying to put lies out here and trying to divide the room. Sister T, ain't nobody gonna listen to that bullshit what you talking about. She put a clickbait title on one of her videos. The Battle of the Skinnies. Child, please. Ain't no battle of no goddamn skinnies. Lonnie don't belong to nobody. Lonnie is by herself. Shout out to the Empress Lonnie One Love. She's not live right now. But I understand she will be doing a video very soon. And I hope she continue doing what she loves to do on YouTube. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with what she's saying. Nothing wrong with what she's doing. I appreciate her more than I appreciate anybody else on this app right now. We got Selena over there doing her videos. She be trying to give people words of encouragement, trying to strengthen up people. She don't try to tear down people. The death coach over there tried to attack Selena. And people try to give Selena the title of life coach. Selena doesn't want that title. She doesn't want it. She deserves it, but she don't want it. That's what we call Selena. I think of Selena as being my sister. Regardless of what she say or what she do or what's going on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. I'm supporting Selena. I'm supporting Lonnie One Love. We got Brooklyn Lady Ellie right now. She's not doing no videos right now. She's thinking about retiring from YouTube for a little short period of time. Shout out to Brooklyn Lady Ellie. At least she's trying to do something positive. And she will talk her shit when she get ready. It is what it is. We got Armando Black over there doing his videos. I'm not angry with Armando Black. My anger has never been with him. Never. I like to listen to him. I talk with him sometime. I remember when I first moved into this apartment, Armando Black was always on YouTube doing his videos, his commentary. I enjoyed that. It is what it is. I was so excited when Tommy Sotomayor came back to YouTube. I thought maybe Tommy was going to do something different. Tommy did not do anything different. He still want to talk about the black woman, this, that. Let me tell you something, honey. The black woman is the backbone of this fucking country. If it wasn't for the black woman, won't nobody be over here in this fucking country. She was the interceder. She was the go-between person to talk to people. She talked to the Native American. She talked to the European colonists. She talked. Her children was taken away from her. She was used as a guinea pig on those tables of finding out what's going on with the human body. Right now, I just did a request form for me to get the paperwork for Columbia University to collect my body when I die. That means I'm donating my body to science after my death. That way my people don't have to worry about taking me to a funeral home nowhere. They don't have to worry about burying my remains, because it's just a husk anyway. If I die, it's fine. I'm good with that. At least I know my body is going to science. They'll probably put it out in the woods somewhere. They'll probably chop it up. They'll probably go through the throat area, the heart area, take out the lungs, take out wherever they want to take out, just to study certain things about the human body. I don't give a fuck. I'm donating my body to fucking science. It is what it is. They can chop off the head. They can do whatever they want with it. My people won't get upset. They'll be upset that it won't be a funeral. They'll be upset it won't be no wake. But that costs us money. And I told my people, whenever I go, do not claim the body. Leave it. Leave it as is. 914 Westchester County, New York. We always gonna talk the truth, and we always gonna be real. A lot of people don't like my style. You don't gotta like my style. You don't have to like my style. I don't give a fuck if nobody don't like my style. I'm saying what I need to say, and that's it. That's all it is. Hey, Miss Eve. Thank you for coming into the chat. Shout out to the chat. Everyone is welcome over here. Everyone is welcome over here. You can sit in the chat, enjoy yourself, talk to people. Whoever come in the chat, thank you for coming over. I love you. I appreciate you. Let's go on with the video. And as I remember when I was in prison, I used to give visits. My mother used to visit me. My father used to visit me. Those are my adoptive parents. My siblings, I had 2 sisters, and my niece Sierra. Sierra was 2 years old at that time. I remember when I got out of prison, I went to a halfway house in Columbia, South Carolina. I left from there. I went back to the town that my adoptive parents lived in, and I was living with my sister-in-law, Sergeant Crystal Reagan, at that time. Sergeant Crystal Reagan was very active with the military. Back then, she was with the National Armed Guard. Then she signed in to go into the Army. She did 2 Army tours. in Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever they sent her, she went. She did that, and she did it proud, and she did it well. I wasn't living with her at that time when she went to Afghanistan and Iraq and those different places. I was already in my own apartment in New York. I left from Greenville, South Carolina. I went back to New York, back to my hometown. I got an apartment there. And then one day in 2011, August of 2000, I remember that day because it rained like cats and dogs all that day. The rain was coming. We had floods all over Yonkers. But Yonkers is like a big hilly place. It got many hills. I went into my house. I changed out of those wet clothes. I put on, my things to go into the shower, took a shower, changed out, cooked me a dinner, put on Jigsaw 3. It was a movie. They was playing the song, and I got the call. My sister Janelle was calling me from Virginia. And she said, we need you to come down here to Virginia. At that time, I was dealing with a friend of mine, me and Perry. Perry came to the house. He said, what's going on? I said, I gotta leave. I gotta go to Virginia. He said, Ray, how you gonna get to Virginia? You ain't got no money. You know what he did? He got on the phone, called his homeboys. Homeboys came over, picked us up. We went to McDonald's, and we drove all the way to fucking Virginia. I went to my sister's house. Me and my sisters, we talked. I talked to Perry. I said, Perry, I got to go to South Carolina. He decided to stay on in Virginia. Okay, that's fine. He went with the other people that they knew. So me and my sisters, we traveled down to South Carolina. I sat at my adopted mother's house for a whole week almost. And everywhere I went, my adopted mother followed me everywhere. She just did not go into my brother's barbershop. He had a barbershop in back of the house. He owned his own business. He had his barbershop, has a studio, boom. It is what it is. I remember a few nights we was passing bottles around. We was drinking the beer. We would drink the vodka. We was talking about the case. We was talking about what happened to my sister-in-law. Everybody was up in arms. Everybody wanted to kill that dude that killed my sister-in-law and her children, her 3 children. Like Quan, Rashid, and Sierra. Sierra, when I was living with them in South Carolina, and this happened way before this bullshit happened. And it's a nightmare. Every time I think about it, it's a nightmare. And I'm like trying to wake up from the nightmare. There's no waking up. There's no running away. There's no bottles of beer I can drink. There's no spirits I can drink. I can't even take the pain pills anymore because it's not going to wipe out what reality put on my fucking door. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be here. I'm always going to remember them. I remember Sierra telling me and Laquan are your children. We know you never going to get married. We know you never going to get pregnant. We already know that. So we are your children. And I took that very fucking serious, and they took it serious too. Now, as the years passed, I went from that part of South Carolina, I went to Greenville. Then I left from Greenville. I went to New York. I stayed in New York for many years. many years. I was living my best life. Then one night I got the call. I got the call. And that call destroyed a certain part of my life. I'll never be able to recapture any of that. When my people died off, I was mad as hell. And I held on to that anger all the way until 2019. Because right at that time, my adopted mother had died. And I said to myself, I got to let this go. I got to let it go. If I don't let it go, what it's going to do is going to run me crazy. And even though I started letting go and started accepting the deaths, it's another part of me like you can never accept it. You can never accept it. You are always going to be Arabia Barbosa. You're always going to be the BT 1000. My anger is sitting right there. My anger almost got me killed a few years ago, right here in South Carolina. That's why I don't respect niggas from South Carolina. You talk about religion or politics with them, you might as well go and call 911 and go to the hospital yourself, because these niggas gonna try to take your ass out. That's what they do. That's what they do. They cowards. A lot of these niggas down here are fucking cowards. I'm dealing with a man from South Carolina right now. I call him Birdman. Nobody knows his real name. Me and him had been seeing each other for 6 years. 6 years. It's getting ready to turn into 7 in February. And I've been taking care of him ever since I've known him. He does some things for me, yes. We help each other, yes. But I realized when I went back in my bank book, when I go back in my bank statements, all the money me and Birdman used to fly through, oh yes, we did it. Like we was husband and wife. We were husband and wife. Anybody get with me, we husband and wife. It could be a woman, it could be a man. I don't care. Right now, and I told Birdman, I said, look, things are slowing down right now. Boom, boom, boom. You know, this man is still expect me to take him to the hospital on Thursday so he can do his procedure or whatever's going on they need to do for him. And Birdman just need to be honest with me. He needs to be honest with me and stop lying to me. Birdman is more serious than I thought originally. A couple of years ago, we went through this shit before. He expect me to go to his house and take care of him for a whole fucking week. Birdman, you're not gonna pay me. I love Birdman, but I know that there's only certain things I can do for him. I can't be Superwoman. I can't be Wonder Woman for you. I gotta be Wonder Woman and Superwoman for me. And that's it. When it comes to YouTube, I get very serious about YouTube. I get dangerous about YouTube. Sis Rabbit got a ranch, and the death coach over there, they already called me the most dangerous subscriber. If Arabia is subscribed to you, she's dangerous. So whoever my YouTube creators are, that's who I'm going to be windmilling for. It is what it is. Because I take it very seriously when people attack my people on YouTube. It is what it is. Hold on, let me mute my mic. Yeah, this is me again. I just had to mute my mic for a few minutes and stuff. You know how this is. You know how this goes. And I gotta get up early tomorrow morning and go to work. I gotta pay certain bills that need to be paid off just like right up front. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you. They be about both. So we going through some shit. But I'll be all right. Because I already know how to fix it. I already know how to fix my own problems, my own issues. When I went to prison at the age of 22, I got out of prison at the age of 28. So I'm 50 years old now. So I had plenty of time to do what I had to do back then. But like I keep saying to everyone, I kept moving. I kept going. I kept going in different places. I was being institutionalized in mental hospitals. See, that's another struggle I have. That's another struggle. Now, this year has been a good year. I did not have to go to the hospital. I did not have to get in 4-point restraints. I did not go into a padded room. Nobody drugged me up. So I didn't have to do another program with that. When I was in New York, I had to be programmed. I mean, I went to NAAA meetings. I was going back and forth, seeing my therapist. And then I started back to drinking real heavy. I'm a heavy drinker. I've always been a heavy drinker. I've been drinking since I was 8 years old. That's never going to stop. That's never going to stop. But I realized for myself, and I have a supporter that was in my comments section not too long ago telling me about my cigarette smoking. Talking about cigarette smoking, he said, "Oh, yeah, please stop that cigarette smoking because you're just going to wear out your lungs. You're going to wear them out." Child, please. I've been doing this for years and years and years, and I don't think it's going to stop. I don't think I'm going to stop smoking. I want to stop smoking. If I can stop these cigarettes, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the ghost watchers that's watching. I don't care what nobody say about me. I already revealed myself 10 million times on this YouTube app. I'm not proud of everything I did, but I already explained to people I'm not no angel. I'm not no savior. I'm not no role model. I'm just another woman on this YouTube app. When I first started my journey on YouTube doing videos, this was years ago, I was still in my 40s. I'm still in my 40s. Now I'm 50. I I don't plan on being on YouTube for another 2, 3 years. I don't plan on doing that. But I'm going to keep talking as long as I can talk, because maybe something I will say will make the next generation rise above what I'm doing. Because according to some people, I'm low level, I'm low rent, I'm ratchet, I'm this, I'm that. But they keep listening, they keep coming over here. It is what it is. I don't know why I keep getting that beeping noise on my phone. Oh yeah, that's the Chrome. Oh, we got other YouTube creators doing videos. I'm not concerned about them. It is what it is. I don't have to cry. I don't have to complain. We all seen Tina Turner. She sang all those beautiful songs. She did all the tours she could do. Tina Turner worked until she could not work anymore. And unfortunately for us, a lot of our legends and our icons are dying off. They're not gonna be here forever. And that's why I keep telling people, I'm not gonna be here forever. My time in the sunshine is already gone, already passed. I got 50 years. I'm closer and closer to the grave. Somebody told me, Ray, you might live to be 90 years old. That's not so. That's not so. Nothing is promised. The only thing is promised is taxes and death. That's it. You're going to pay them goddamn taxes and you're going to goddamn die. And I'm very aware of my mortality. I know I'm not going to live forever. When I was in my 20s, I was like, oh, I'm going to live forever. When I was in my 30s, I started slowing down with that mindset. When I got into my 40s, that's when I really realized, yo, I'm vulnerable. I'm vulnerable, just like anybody. I'm human, just like anyone. And Will T told me the other day, he said when he hear me talk about myself as being the BT 1000, he automatically thinks about a computer or a robot coming into the streets and doing whatever. I'm not a robot. I'm not a computer. I'm a flesh and blood woman. I live my life a certain way. I was part of the LGBT community for years. Still a part of it. Even though I have a boyfriend, it doesn't matter. You're like, well, he's part of it too. So, oh my goodness. But Mr. Skinny, he was wrong for turning against TY Ray TV. He was wrong for turning against Southside. He was wrong for turning against Straight Talk. He was wrong for turning against Brown Skin Lady. He was wrong. He was wrong. He was wrong in what he did to them. I don't agree with it at all. I don't find any kind of entertainment with that at all. And he got this thing going on in July about skinny con. Ain't nobody going there. If anybody want to do anything on YouTube, y'all better build a co-op. A co-op. Get a revenue. A place where everybody meets once a year, twice a year if you want to. Big and small YouTube creators. Their moderators, their subscribers, their supporters. Get a big revenue somewhere where everybody can come and meet with each other. Now, we already know certain YouTube creators cannot be in the same room together. We already know that. We got Miss 504 and Sister T. We already know they cannot be in the same room together. We already know that. We're going to have to hire security. But it is what it is. I do believe Miss 504 would actually dust Sister T to the ground. I do believe that. I believe that in my heart. If they was in the same room together, I do believe they would fight each other. I do believe that. It is what it is. Both of these women, they don't like each other. They don't like each other at all. I understand. I accept it. I go with that. We also know that Queen Regina can't be in a certain rooms with certain YouTube creators. We already know that. Security again. We already know that. So that's why I said maybe we need to do a co-op twice a year and get YouTube creators that can get along with each other in the same room, and they'll do their commentary. They'll get on the mic. They will talk their shit. We'll have people playing music. We'll have singers. We have dancers coming in, and all that. If people want to drink, they can drink. If people want to eat all the food, they can eat. That's why I said we need to find a big hotel place where we can actually rent out all the event rooms and do this thing. A co-op on YouTube would be wonderful. It's a dream that I have, but it might never happen for whatever reason. I had a dream earlier before I woke up this morning. I had a dream that I had my phone in my hand and the phone just fell apart. Oh no, I gotta go out and buy me another phone. So the dream might be telling me to buy me another device to do my my videos, my commentary, whatever. It is what it is. I know I'm not the most beautiful woman on YouTube. I know that. I'm handsome. I'm gonna put it like that. That's the way I look. That's the way I look at myself. Handsome. Nice eyebrows, nice eyes, nice nose, nice high cheekbones, nice lips, nice skin, nice hair, all that. It is what it is. I do love myself. Mm-hmm. Oh, Keep the Change, what's up? Shout out to the chat. I didn't even see Keep the Change. Keep the Change, you on snuck in here. Lord have mercy. Keep the Change, my battery. Hold on, you guys. I gotta you know what? This battery dies. So okay, I just hooked up my charger. It's slow charging. Okay, Keep the Change. You in here? You on snuck in here? Keep the Change. Oh my goodness, my baby. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm getting ready to fire up me another cigarette. I had one of my supporters come up in one of my chats and tell me about my cigarette smoking. That's why I'm not on camera. Mm-hmm. I don't want y'all to see me smoking. I don't want y'all to see me drinking no beer. Keep the change up there laughing. Keep the change of this Eve. Thank you for coming in. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is your homegirl Arabia Barbosa doing another video real quick. And I said to myself, let me do a video real quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Keep the Change and Miss Eve and everyone else that came into the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to y'all. Y'all rocking out with me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a good day. It was slow and everything. I cooked for myself earlier, and I gotta do another dish for myself tomorrow to take to work, because I know where I'm gonna be working tomorrow, so I gotta take something for lunch. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got a long week this week. And then plus Birdman, he want me to take care of him when he go home from the hospital. What this little procedure he ain't get done. But I'm very afraid. I'm afraid. He's afraid too. And we don't like to talk out our feelings. We like to fuck. That's how we talk out our feelings. And I have not been sleeping with Birdman in a while. Mm-mm. I haven't tasted his dick. His dick has not been running up in my pussy in quite a while. And that's the way I like it. And because he don't know how to fuck. He really, everything I showed him how to do with me, I learned from other men. I learned from other men. And he know it. He know it. He know all my boyfriends. He met everyone face to face. All of them know each other. And I've been rocking out with Birdman for 6 years. Mm-hmm. Well, you gotta forgive me. I'm still smoking my cigarette. Yes, I know he gonna be fine. He gonna be fine. He always complain about shit. I've been taking care of Birdman for 6 years. 6 years. Mm-hmm. He take care of me too, but he do very little now. And I think he said something about something not too long ago, and I was like, Birdman, I don't care nothing about none of that shit. But he loved to listen to Miss 504. He said, Ray, can you program my phone where I'll listen to Miss 504? I said, yeah, you gotta subscribe to her. When she do a video and she play it, put the video out, put the notification, you gotta hit the notification button so you can listen to her videos. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get him to cash up her later on this week if he feel like doing that. Mm-hmm. It's up to him. Yeah, he like Miss 504. He like Brown Skin Lady. He like Empress Lonnie One Love. He like a lot of the women on YouTube, and he be very upset when somebody attacks Miss 504. He'd be very upset. I'd be like, ain't nobody attacking Miss 504. And if they did, Miss 504 know how to handle herself. She know how to take care of her own stuff. She don't need you to help her. I think he just want to support her page. That's it. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Miss 504. Excuse me. Well, I ran out of beer. I ran out of some beer. Oh, Lord, I ran out. Now I got to drink my Kool-Aid. Well, I got me some ices in the freezer and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta pack my lunch for tomorrow, so it is what it is. I already did my laundry, the house is clean. Only thing I gotta do is do that little bit of stuff, and I'm good. I'm good for the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not no superwoman. I'm not no Wonder Woman. I just do what I have to do for myself. My biggest wish is to get me a job where I'll be able to transfer back to New York. I'm tired of South Carolina. I don't want to live in hurricane season. I don't want to see no tropical storm. I don't want to go through none of that bullshit. Because we're in hurricane season right now. Mm-hmm. But where I live, if the power go out, we got the generator. It's gonna kick back in. Mm-hmm. But I'm always prepared for another Hurricane Hugo. Child, please. This whole shit would be underwater. New York only gets nor'easter storms. You get a lot of nor'easter storms. And we did have a hurricane in New York not too long ago, and I remember looking at that, and I remember calling my people. and they all said they was safe. They was not living in that part of Yonkers. Mhm. Yeah, but like I explained before, Yonkers is a big place. Yonkers, New York. Shout out to Yonkers. Shout out to Valhalla. That's where you go when you go into a homeless shelter, and it's a big one. It's a big homeless. Oh my God, it's so humongous. When you go in there, they got you seeing a doctor. They check you out. They find out about your history, your work history. Da da da. Boom. You're either going to be in a drug rehab program, outpatient, or you're going to be going to a mental health program. In my case, back in that day, I did 2 programs, and then eventually I went on my own, found me a job and started working. Yeah, I was working on a beautiful job in White Plains, New York. This was many years ago. And what happened was with that job, I was getting paid good money too. I was getting paid good money. Unfortunately for me, I started fucking with this one lady, and she made sure I got fired. She made sure I got fired. They fired me for fraternization. Fraternization. Mm. And then right after they fired me, they fired her. Under the same bridge. I said, now look at this. And after that, I didn't see her no more. And then one day, I seen the bitch in my neighborhood in Yonkers. I said, what's up? I talked to her. Her name is Dolores. I said, what's up, Dolores? You got me fired, right? Now what you doing? Now what you doing, nigga? She was a bus monitor at that time. And even though me and her was at odds with each other, she used to try to help me out. I would help her out a little bit. But our relationship was never the same. I started seeing other women. I started dating with Nature. Me and Nature was together for a while. For a while. A good year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only thing that fucked Nature up is Nature had messed around with some dude and got pregnant and had a little baby and all that. And I was like, damn, bitch. You got pregnant. See? New York women are like that. They will fuck with you, and then they'll fuck with a nigga. You just gotta be careful. Mm-hmm. And use some wet dams. You know what a wet dam is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, use that body fucking action. Bump them pussies. You still get a a jump off from that. Wet dream, whatever it is. I love to talk about my sex life. Maybe I should not do that. Oh, if Nature could see me now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But one thing about me, I take care of all my bitches. If you're my bitch, I'm taking care of you. If you my dude, I'm taking care of you. until you fuck up. You cross me. Then there's no more. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think about moving to New York every day. I'm like, I don't want to stay in South Carolina. Too many hurricanes, too many tropical storms. Mm-hmm. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that came over into the chat. I'm going to close out this video. Yeah, and shout out to Will T and shout out to Empress Lion on Love. hitting the panel yesterday. Mm-hmm. And it is what it is. Memorial Day is tomorrow. I will be working tomorrow. I'm gonna light my candles before I go to work. I'm gonna light my candles for Sergeant Crystal Reagan and Sierra Laquana Rashid. Yeah, she was a veteran. She was a veteran. She serviced this country for years and years. Ever since she left high school, she never went to college. She went straight into the military. Mm-hmm. A fallen soldier. And the only reason why she got killed is because she picked the wrong nigga. She divorced my brother to marry that fucking clown at it. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget anything that transpired. Mm-hmm. A lot of people died right after that. Ma Boone died. Miss Linda died. Everyone that was close to Sergeant Crystal Reagan like that, all of them are dead. Mm-hmm. Every last one. My adoptive mother, she died in 2019. She was the last of the last. There's other ones of us, we still living, we're still here. But my mother really was close with Sergeant Crystal Reagan. And when she died, I think mommy started giving up. She was like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of bullshit. She's been fighting for my mother. She was a certified nurse assistant for many, many years. She worked in Mount Vernon Hospital. She worked for that hospital for like 33 years. She was a union member. She was very faithful with her job. My mother used to work overnights. Her shift would start at 11 and went in until the next morning. Sometimes my mother used to go in early. So I did a lot of growing up on my own. I had very little parental supervision, and that's what happened to me as being sexually abused by one of my adoptive father's nephews. And I kept it a secret for years. I kept it a secret. I didn't speak on that until I was like 27 years old. By that time, I was already in fucking prison. I was already there, so I never talked about it. And when I got out of prison, I was released in 2001. And 2 weeks after I got out, the man that was doing that to me, he died. He died. Mm-hmm. He was a Vietnam vet. He was a Vietnam vet. He served in the Army. I have a cousin. His name was Alfred, the White Textor. He's a Cape Verdean American. He fought in Vietnam. He was a Marine. A lot of my people are dead. Some of them are still living, but a lot of them are gone. I can't count on my hand how many funerals I went to. But that last funeral, that did it for me. That did it for me. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, this is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, which is the county of New York, we are out of here. We're going to close out the video. Thanks everyone for coming over and visiting with me, even my ghost watchers. Thanks to Keep Change, Miss E, for showing up in the chat. And y'all be showing up a whole lot sometime. You know? Thank you for coming over. I love you. I appreciate you. And like and share the video. That's it. You ain't gotta subscribe to me. You can if you want to. Because I'm a whole lot of fun. I'm a whole lot of fun when you really get to know me. You know what I look like. So I ain't got a cam up. Some of these videos I'm not gonna cam up. Some videos I will. Because you know, maybe you can learn something from me. I don't know. Maybe I can learn something from you. I don't know everything. I'm ignorant to a lot of shit. I like to learn my Spanish and my Swahili. And when I do my community wall pages, sometime I like to put up different phrases I've learned, so you guys can learn right along with me. You know, we're gonna learn that Spanish and that Swahili. We're gonna have so much fun. It is what it is. 914, which is County, New York. We are in the house, and we're getting ready to close out this video. We appreciate everyone that came into the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, because it takes a lot of courage to come over here. You know, a lot of people are afraid to visit with me. But anyway, I love you. I appreciate you. We may not always get along. We will agree to disagree. It is what it is. We out of here. Peace. 914.